Stop scrolling right now. Pause everything. Because what I'm about to expose in the next 20 minutes will reveal why you've been feeling strange disturbances in what should be your most peaceful Christmas season yet. There is someone watching you right now, watching your smile, watching your peace, watching the joy radiating from your life this Christmas, and they are burning with jealousy. Not the kind of jealousy that wishes they had what you have. No, this is deeper, darker, more dangerous. This is the kind of jealousy that wishes you didn't have it. The kind that can't sleep because you're finally sleeping peacefully. The kind that gets physically sick watching you heal from wounds they hoped would destroy you forever. You've worked hard for this peace. You've prayed through dark nights. You've healed from deep wounds. You've rebuilt yourself from ashes. And now, this Christmas, you're finally experiencing the joy, the calm, the contentment you've been praying for. But while you're celebrating your breakthrough, someone close to you is secretly celebrating something entirely different. They're plotting how to disturb what you built. This is not paranoia. This is divine intelligence breaking through the noise to warn you before their jealousy transforms from internal burning into external attack. By the end of this message, you will know exactly who this jealous person is, why your peace threatens them so deeply, what they're planning to do about it, and most shocking of all, you will discover that this person jealous of your Christmas peace is actually your identity will be revealed at the perfect moment. Before we unmask this jealous enemy and protect your peace, you must do 3 things immediately. Like this video right now to activate divine protection over your peace and joy. Subscribe and turn on all notifications because these revelations are warfare strategies for your spirit. Type "Protect my peace" in the comments, declare that your joy is non-negotiable this Christmas. Stay until the final second because after the reveal, I will direct you to a second video exposing the peace blockers, how to shield your joy from jealous attacks, specific spiritual weapons to guard what you've built. Section 1, The Frequency of Jealous Observation. Let me describe what's been happening around you, and you tell me if this feels disturbingly accurate. You've been feeling watched. Not paranoid, just aware that someone is paying unusually close attention to your life. They're monitoring your social media more than usual. They're asking mutual friends about you. They're showing up in spaces where they know you'll be, just to observe. And here's what they're observing: your transformation. Your glow. Your smile that's genuine for the first time in years. Your laugh that sounds different, lighter, freer, more authentic. Your energy that no longer carries the heaviness it used to. Your presence that radiates something they can fake: real, earned, hard-won peace. The peace that provokes. You thought everyone would be happy for you. You assumed people would celebrate your healing. You believed your peace would inspire others. But what you're learning is that some people are more comfortable with your chaos than your calm. Your struggle made them feel better about their stagnation. Your pain made them feel less alone in theirs. Your wounds gave them permission to stay wounded. But now you've healed. You've found peace. You've chosen joy. And this doesn't inspire them, it threatens them. Because your transformation is a mirror reflecting their refusal to do the same work. Your peace exposes their choice to stay in turmoil. Your joy highlights their addiction to misery. The Quran warns us in Surah Al-Falaq, "Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of Daybreak from the evil of an envier when he envies." This isn't theoretical. This is a real spiritual danger. Envy creates a toxic energy that actively works against your blessings. And right now, someone's envy is so intense, it's creating disturbances in the atmosphere around you. The Christmas amplification. Christmas makes their jealousy even more pronounced because this season magnifies whatever is in people's hearts. If they have love, Christmas brings it out. If they have bitterness, Christmas intensifies it. If they have jealousy, Christmas turns it into rage. They're watching you prepare for Christmas with joy while they're drowning in resentment. They're seeing you buy gifts with a light heart while they're buying gifts with a heavy spirit of obligation. They're observing you gather with loved ones in genuine happiness while they're performing happiness they don't feel. They're noticing you rest in peace while they're tormented by chaos they can't escape. And every observation makes them more jealous. Every glimpse of your peace reminds them of their emptiness. Every moment of your joy highlights their misery. Every day of your calm exposes their internal storm. The signs of being watched with jealousy. You've been sensing this, haven't you? Strange comments that sound like compliments but feel like attacks. Wow, you look so happy. Must be nice. I see you're doing really well. Some people have all the luck. You seem so peaceful. I guess some people just don't have the problems the rest of us have. These aren't observations. These are passive-aggressive expressions of jealousy. They're not celebrating your peace, they're resenting it. They're not happy for your joy, they're angry about it. They're not inspired by your transformation, they're threatened by it. If you've been feeling watched and judged by someone this Christmas, type "I feel it" in the comments. Section 2. The 3 undeniable signs. Now I'm going to give you 3 specific behavioral markers that will identify exactly who is jealous of your Christmas peace. You've noticed these patterns but dismissed them. Not anymore. Sign number 1. The peace interruption pattern. This person has developed a pattern of interrupting your peace with perfectly timed crises, drama, or negativity. Pay attention. Every time you're experiencing a moment of joy, every time you're in a peaceful flow, every time you're celebrating something good, suddenly they have an emergency. A text message, "I need to talk to you. It's urgent." A phone call right when you're enjoying family time. A dramatic post on social media designed to pull your attention. A piece of concerning news they just had to share with you immediately. A problem that somehow only you can help them solve. This is not coincidence. This is strategic jealousy. They can't stand seeing you at peace, so they create chaos to pull you back into the turmoil they're still living in. If they can't have peace, they're determined to make sure you can't keep yours either. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, "The believer who mixes with people and bears their annoyance with patience will have a greater reward than the one who does not mix with people." But this person isn't annoying, they're strategic. They time their attacks specifically to disrupt your peace moments. Sign number 2, the minimization and redirection. Watch what happens when you share your joy with this person. You tell them something good, maybe how peaceful you've been feeling, maybe a blessing you've received, maybe how much you're enjoying this Christmas season. Their response follows a pattern. First, they minimize. "That's good, I guess. Pieces. Nice." They can't bring themselves to genuinely celebrate with you. Then, they redirect to themselves, "I wish I felt peaceful. My life has been so stressful. You don't even know what I've been dealing with." Suddenly your joy moment becomes their trauma dumping session. Finally, they plant seeds of fear. "Just be careful. You know when things are going too well, something bad is usually around the corner. Don't get too comfortable." They disguise their jealousy as concern, but what they're really doing is trying to contaminate your peace with their anxiety. A real supporter celebrates your peace and asks how you achieved it so they can learn. A jealous person minimizes your peace and tries to convince you it won't last. Sign number 3, the subtle sabotage attempts. This is the most dangerous sign. This person has started making subtle moves to disrupt your peace. Not obvious attacks, those would expose them. No, these are strategic, plausibly deniable sabotages. They accidentally bring up topics they know trigger you, then act innocent. "Oh, I forgot that was a sensitive subject for you. They introduce you to people or situations that create unnecessary stress, framing it as trying to help. They share concerns that other people supposedly have about you, planting seeds of paranoia and self-doubt. They create small conflicts between you and others, then sit back and watch the chaos while pretending to be neutral. They give you advice that sounds wise but is actually designed to make you question the decisions that brought you peace. All of this is camouflaged as caring, as friendship, as love. But the fruit reveals the root. After interacting with this person, do you feel more peaceful or more anxious? More joyful or more drained? More confident or more doubtful? Your body knows what your mind doesn't want to accept. This person is poisoning your peace drop by drop, hoping you won't notice until it's gone. If you're experiencing all three signs from the same person, type all three signs in the comments. Section 3, Why Your Peace Threatens Them, 10:30 to 13:30. Now let's go deep into the psychology and spirituality of why your peace creates such intense jealousy in this person. Understanding this will free you from taking their behavior personally. The mirror of accountability. Your peace is a living testimony that healing is possible. That transformation is real. That you can overcome trauma, rebuild after devastation, and find joy after pain. You are walking proof that the excuses they've been making for staying stuck are just that, excuses. This person has built an entire identity around their brokenness. They've told themselves and others that their wounds are too deep to heal, their pain too great to overcome, their situation too complex to change. They've made peace with being at war with themselves. They've accepted chaos as their permanent state. But then you went and healed. You did the work they refused to do. You made the hard choices they've been avoiding. You chose peace when it would have been easier to stay bitter. And now your very existence challenges their narrative. If you could find peace after everything you've been through, what's their excuse? If you could heal, why can't they? If you could transform, what's stopping them? Your peace holds them accountable for their choice to stay in darkness, and they hate you for it. The investment in your suffering. Here's a truth that will shock you: this person was emotionally invested in your suffering. Your pain served a purpose in their life. Maybe it made them feel needed, you were broken and they were your helper. Maybe it made them feel superior, you were struggling and they were stable. Maybe it made them feel less alone, you were suffering too, so they didn't have to face their misery in isolation. Whatever the reason, they benefited from your brokenness. And now that you've healed, they've lost that benefit. They've lost the version of you that made them feel better about themselves. They've lost the dynamic that worked in their favor. The Quran teaches us in Surah Al-Ma'idah, "O you who have believed, do not take those who have taken your religion in ridicule and amusement among the ones who were given the scripture before you, nor the disbelievers as allies." Some people are so committed to negativity that they will mock and resent your peace. They are not your allies, no matter how close they appear to be. The fear of abandonment. There's also a fear operating beneath their jealousy. They're afraid that now that you've found peace, you won't need them anymore. You won't call them to process your pain. You won't seek their advice during crises. You won't bond with them over shared suffering. They're terrified that your evolution means their elimination from your life. And they're right to be afraid, because healthy people naturally outgrow toxic relationships. Your peace is threatening because it signals that you're ready for a different kind of connection, one based on joy rather than shared misery. So they try to pull you back. Not because they love you, but because they can't stand the thought of you moving forward without them. Your peace represents their loss of access, their loss of influence, their loss of the version of you they could control. Type "they fear my growth" if this revelation is clicking into place. Section 4, The Identity Reveal. Now we arrive at the moment of devastating clarity. Who is this person that's jealous of your Christmas peace? Let me help you see them with prophetic precision. The reveal: that person jealous of your Christmas peace is actually your former crisis companion who bonded with you through shared trauma. This is not a stranger who envies you from a distance. This is someone who was once your closest confidant during your darkest seasons. Someone who was there when you weren't broken. Someone who held your hand through your storms. Someone you trauma bonded with so deeply that you thought they would be in your life forever. For some of you, this is your former best friend, the person you called at 2 a.m. when you couldn't sleep because of pain. The person you cried with, processed with, survived with. You built your entire friendship on shared suffering. You were trauma twins, bonded by brokenness. But now you've healed and they haven't, and they can't forgive you for breaking the unspoken pact to stay broken together. For others, this is a family member, maybe a sibling, cousin, or parent who related to you through shared family dysfunction. You commiserated together about toxic family patterns. You validated each other's wounds. You were allies in victimhood. But now you've chosen healing over bitterness, peace over perpetual grievance, and they feel betrayed. Your peace exposes their choice to stay wounded, and they resent you for it. For some, this is an ex-partner or former romantic interest, someone who knew you at your most vulnerable, most broken, most lost. They saw you at rock bottom. Maybe they even contributed to your brokenness. Now you've rebuilt yourself, found peace without them, and are thriving in ways you never did when you were with them. Your peace is proof that they were never essential to your happiness, they were actually obstacles to it. And this realization destroys them. The devastating pattern. Look back at your relationship with this person. Notice that every deep conversation you had centered on problems, pain, trauma, drama. When was the last time you talked about dreams, joy, hope, or peace? When did you last celebrate each other's wins without immediately redirecting to what's wrong? You can't remember, can you? Because your bond was never built on health. It was built on shared dysfunction. And now that you've chosen health, the foundation of your relationship has crumbled. The Christmas confirmation. This Christmas, watch their behavior carefully. If they are your jealous observer, they will do one or more of these things. Bring up painful memories from your past, disguised as remember when nostalgia, but really trying to remind you of your former broken state. Make comments about how you've changed with a negative tone, as if your transformation is a betrayal. Create some Christmas drama that pulls you back into problem-solving mode, testing whether you'll abandon your peace to save them like you used to. Become distant or cold, punishing you with absence because your presence in peace is too painful for them to witness. Try to compete with your peace by suddenly announcing their own transformation that's clearly performative. All of these behaviors confirm what your spirit already knows: they want the old you back. The broken you. The suffering you. The you they could relate to. Your peace makes you unrecognizable to them, and they can't accept the stranger you've become, a healthy, healed, joyful version of yourself. If you know exactly who this jealous person is, type "I know who it is" in the comments. Section 5, the Peace Protection Protocol. Now that you know who's jealous of your peace, let me give you the Peace Protection Protocol, specific actions to guard your joy from jealous attacks this Christmas and beyond. Action 1. Stop sharing your peace journey with them. This person does not deserve real-time updates on your healing journey. They've proven they can't celebrate it, so stop giving them ammunition to attack it. When they ask how you're doing, give surface-level responses: "I'm good, thanks." Don't elaborate. Don't share the depths of your peace. Don't explain your transformation. Your peace is sacred. Stop offering it to people who want to destroy it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak good or keep silent. In this case, silence about your personal peace is protection. Action 2. Create protective distance. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting them off completely, especially if they're family. But it does mean creating emotional and energetic distance. Limit your time with them. Don't engage in deep conversations. Don't seek their advice. Don't invite them into your peaceful spaces. You can be cordial without being connected. You can be polite without being present. You can love them from a distance while protecting your peace up close. This isn't cruelty, this is self-preservation. Action 3. Develop jealousy immunity. When they make jealous comments, don't defend your peace or explain yourself. Simply smile and say something like, "I'm grateful for where I am," and change the subject. Don't let their jealousy hook your emotions. Don't let their bitterness pull you into defending your joy. Your peace doesn't need their approval. Your transformation doesn't require their understanding. Your healing doesn't depend on their validation. Become immune to their subtle attacks by refusing to engage with them. Action 4. Surround yourself with peace celebrators. You need people in your life who genuinely celebrate your peace, who are inspired by your transformation, who encourage your healing. Find those people. Invest in those relationships. Spend your Christmas energy on those who add to your joy rather than those who try to subtract from it. The right people will celebrate every stage of your journey. They'll be happy when you're happy. They'll be peaceful when you're peaceful. They'll rise when you rise. Those are your people. Everyone else is a lesson, not a life partner. Action 5. Pray protection over your peace. Every morning this Christmas season, pray this specifically: Allah, I ask that you protect the peace I've worked so hard to build. I ask that you shield my joy from those who wish to disturb it. I ask that you guard my heart from the jealousy of others. I ask that you surround me with your divine protection so that no weapon formed against my peace shall prosper. Then visualize yourself surrounded by divine light that jealousy cannot penetrate. See yourself in a bubble of peace that toxic energy bounces off of. This isn't just meditation, this is spiritual warfare. You're activating divine protection over what God has given you. Type "My peace is protected" in the comments to seal this protocol. Closing bridge, 1930 to 2000 hours. This jealous person and their attacks on your peace are just symptoms of a larger spiritual pattern: how to maintain peace in a world full of peace blockers. There's a second video on my channel you must watch immediately: The Sacred Circle, how to build a peace-protecting community. In it, I reveal how to identify people who will protect your peace rather than attack it, and how to create boundaries that guard your joy permanently. Click my channel right now. Find that video. Watch it completely. Your sustained peace depends on this wisdom. Final engagement. Type "Amen" if you refuse to let jealous people steal your Christmas peace. Subscribe so you receive strategies to protect your spiritual and emotional well-being. Share this with someone whose peace is under attack from jealous observers. You didn't work this hard for peace just to let someone's jealousy destroy it. You didn't heal this deeply just to let someone's bitterness rewound you. You didn't transform this completely just to let someone's envy pull you backward. Your peace is yours. Guard it fiercely. Protect it relentlessly. Celebrate it unapologetically. Go watch that second video now. Your peace protection depends on it. Type "My peace is protected" and watch the second video now.